give it to you. That's the God system. That's the way the kingdom of God works. Sow a seed, meet a need.
That's right.
There is no such thing as you can't get your needs met if you know how to sow seeds. A seed will meet any need if you understand how the kingdom of God operates. I'm going to show you. Is that all right? Go with me to Matthew, the 6th chapter. I'm going to take about another 20 minutes, so y'all just enjoy here for a few minutes. The Lord only knows where we're going to go with this, but praise you, Jesus. Whatever he wants to do. Matthew, the 6th chapter. Let's start in verse 19. Now, is this read in your Bible?
Yes.
Who's that speaking?
Jesus.
Who?
Jesus.
Everybody say Jesus. So, let me ask you this. Do you think Jesus knew what he was talking about?
Oh, yes.
Let me ask you another question. Did Jesus have his needs met while he was on this earth?
Yep.
I don't ever see one time he went hungry. Now, it does say when he come to the fig tree, he was hungry. Yeah, it was in the morning. And he was walking by, and he wanted something to eat. It wasn't a restaurant on every corner like there is now. For you and I. There's no reason anybody in America should be going hungry. No reason at all. We got too many things. We're so blessed in our country. But look what Jesus said in verse 19. It's good stuff. Do not lay up for yourself treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. Now let me ask you a question here. Do you think Jesus was saying, you know, boys, you don't need no 401ks, you don't need no IRAs? That wasn't what he was saying at all. What Jesus was saying is, don't store up treasures on the earth and trust in those treasures to take care of your needs. That's what he was saying. Hey, Jesus don't have a problem you have a retirement. I guarantee you don't have a problem you have $1 million in the bank. Now, most Christians have a problem when you have money in the bank. They don't like it. Because they ain't got nothing, they don't want you to have nothing. Does anybody in here got awful quiet, awful quick? There's a lot of jealous people in the body of Christ, man. They don't want to give. I don't have it, I don't want you to have it. You kidding me? Man, you can't get blessed without it affecting me. You get blessed, I'm all excited, man. Glory be to God. You know why? Because if you can believe God and get it, I can too. See, that's the difference. If you can believe God and get it, so can I. God's no respecter of persons. He won't do something for you, he won't do for me. Now, he is respecter of faith. See, I've heard stories, I don't know if you guys have too, of people that, you know, yes, I was riding a bicycle. I gave my bicycle away. Man, next week, I was given a real nice car. So somebody sitting there in the congregation, they heard it. They thought, I got a bicycle. I'm going to give my bicycle away. They give their bicycle away. They don't ever get the car. Why? You were trying to live on somebody else's revelation. You were trying to live on somebody else's faith. God did something, told them specifically something to do. They did it. They got the harvest. You're trying to do something because they did it. Not God told you to do it. Big difference.
Yes.
You do what God tells you to do, he will bless you. Don't try to do it just because somebody else did it. Now, sure, there's certain things that you do that everybody should be doing. In the body of Christ, everybody should pray. Shake your head, yes, everybody. You should pray. It's amazing me how many Christians don't pray. And then all H-E-double-L's breaking loose in their life. Everything's falling apart. So, well, you think we should pray? Yeah, you should have been praying all along. You should have been seeking God long before now. You don't wait till everything's falling apart and, oh, I guess we better pray. You don't wait till they come and repossess your house and, you know, foreclose them. I guess we might ought to pray. You pray every day. It's a communication. Prayer is just fellowshipping with God. It isn't some, Father, dost thou not know us that we're going through these things? I mean, you don't get Elizabethan on them. You talk English, man. You pray like you do. You talk Southern, whatever. You pray the way you talk. It's a fellowship. It's a communication. It isn't religion. It just makes me want to spit up, man. Hear people start all that, Father, thou knowest. God help me. No, I'm serious. It just gets all over me. I mean, it's religion. It's bunk. It's junk. And most of the people that have any sense at all or any discernment, it's sitting in their nose it is. And I don't want religious. I don't want bunk. I don't want junk. I want something that works. I want something that's going to affect my life and other people's lives. I don't want something that your little religious denominational trash, man. I don't need it. Ain't that sweet? I'm such a nice guy. But listen to me. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need it. Give me something that's going to work for me today. It's going to work for me next week, next month, next year. That's what I'll tell me. Show me. How does this work? How do I believe God? How does this work? Show me those things. That's what I want to. Don't tell me some religious thinking story about God, is it your will? The only time you can pray that prayer and be correct in praying it is if you're asking God in a situation you don't know what His will for your life is. That's the only thing, reason, the prayer of submission. God, I'll do whatever you want me to do. Whatever your will is, I'll do it. That's prayer of submission. That's all right. You never pray, God, if it's your will, bless me. That's bunk. We know it's His will to bless us. God, if it's your will, heal me. No, that's doubt and unbelief from the get-go. Jesus took those stripes on His back 2,000 years ago to be healed. So healing's already yours. That's the children's covenant. That's the children's bread. You don't have to ask for those kind of things. You already know it's God's will. Now you go to God and say, God, why is it I haven't received my healing? What's happening here? What's hindering me from walking in health? And then you better be ready. Because He's probably fixing to give you a list. You need to stop eating that cake. You need to stop drinking those sodas. Get rid of that coffee. Now will you do what He tells you? See, guys, y'all are all, I don't want to get my coffee up. I don't want to eat that cake. Well, bless the Lord, stay in the situation you're in. Whew, quiet. I told you, I'll tell you the truth. That may not say something you like. I'll cut you a little bit with a sword, but we'll get you healed up before you leave here. Praise the Lord. We'll get everything all smoothed out and you walk out of here healed. Amen. But then, the bottom line is, that's the way the Lord talks to me. He said, I told you to stop that. Stop doing that. Yes, sir. Forgive me. Help me. Use the Holy Spirit to help me to overcome this situation. I mean, seriously, there's things that I enjoy. It's not good for you. Not alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. I haven't drank alcohol. I took a little night one on this. But anyway, bottom line, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't chew. I don't curse. Boy, you must have a boring life. You just don't know how good it is. I mean, you just don't know, man. I'm blessed. If I wanted to curse, yes, I wanted to curse a few times. Believe me on it. The old man tried to come up. I could feel it. It's like, no. Jesus said, what did He say? Bless those who curse you. Now, how do you know it's a whole lot easier to say that than it is to do it? Let's be real for a minute. When's the last time somebody cussed you out? You sorry, and you said, well, I'm going to give you $100. Thank you for cursing me. I want to just bless you. No, you didn't. You want to slap them, beat them, kick them, shoot them, whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But you can't do that. Why? Because Satan's trying to pull you out of the spirit, get you in the flesh, get you in offense, where He can stop the faith of God from operating in your life. That's His whole goal. That's the reason there's so much strife in the body of Christ. That's the reason there's so much strife in families. Because Satan knows where there's strife and envy, there's every evil work. So he's trying to keep you upset about, well, you know what they did. You know what they said. I don't stinking care. But you know what they said about you? No, don't really care what they said. Only reason you should be upset if somebody says something about you is if you're that person they're saying you are. Somebody walks out there and says, that Rick, really, he's a big liar. I don't care. That doesn't move. I don't lie. So you just go tell anybody you want to. It don't affect me one little bit. Now, it would affect me if I was a liar. I'd be all upset. But see, I'm not trying to defend anything. I don't have to defend anything. I'm not worried about it. I don't lie. Anybody knows me, knows I don't. So see, that's key. If you know me, you know who I am, you know what I'm about. You know that, no, Rick ain't going to do that. Whatever. And see, when somebody knows you, then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have anything to defend. I don't have anything to defend. I'm not trying to defend myself. Let the Holy Spirit do it. Because, if you talk bad about me, no, you're not. But if you just talk bad about me, you better go back and read Isaiah 54:17. Because I got the sword out. It says, no weapon formed against me is going to prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment is condemned. Talk all you want. Praise the Lord. Just keep on. Hallelujah. I'm going to love you, forgive you. I'll never be mean to you. I'll treat you right. Now, if you do something that's silly and you do something to hurt people in the body of Christ, I will rebuke you. I will come to you and I will have a talk with you. I'll just be straightforward. Because it isn't about me. You're hurting somebody in the body of Christ. That's a whole different ballgame. You can do what you want to towards me. I care less. I don't talk about my kids. I don't talk about my wife. But you can say anything you want to about me. I don't care. Because you can't move me. Jesus said, verse 19, do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth where what? Moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures where? Heaven. Everybody say in heaven. Where neither moth nor rust destroys and where thieves do not break in and steal. Look at verse 21. Where your treasure is, what's going to be there?
Where your heart is.
Your heart. Your spirit. See, where your treasure is, man, that's where your heart is. Give me a quick example. Whatever you love comes out your mouth. What do you mean by that? If you're a football lover, I'm going to be able to hang with you maybe 20, 30 minutes. And you'll be talking about football. Are you with me? If you're a fashion lover, I can hang with you and you're going to be talking to me about fashion in about 20, 30 minutes. You're going to tell me how so 90s I look. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. See, that's another thing. You ask me if I care. I don't care. I don't dress to, that fashion. Because you know what? I figure if I wear this on, it'll come back in style. It's just a matter of time. Just give it a little time. It'll be back. Praise the Lord. It's just another way the Babylonian system makes money. That's so 27 seconds ago. We need something different. We got to change that. No, see, I'm not trying to keep up with the Babylonian system. I'm not trying to dress like the world. I'm not trying to act like the world. I don't care. Only thing I care about the world, I want to be saved. I want to know Jesus. That's all I care about.
Amen.
I don't care about their fashion. I don't care about. See, sometimes I get upset with some of our basketball and baseball and football players. These guys making 30 million, 20 million, whatever, with their endorsements and everything a year, and probably don't give nothing, man, to help people.
Yeah.
It's all about them.
Yeah. Unless it makes sense.
I have a problem with it. Big problem. Now, there's nothing wrong. I think it's great. I'd love to be making $30 million a year. If you say you would like to be making $30 million a year, I would say you're probably a liar. There's either one or two things. Either you're a liar or you can't handle money. Money will destroy you. Because the Word of God tells you that, prosperity will destroy a fool. And it will. Think about it. That's what's happened to a lot of the basketball players and the baseball players and the football players and the hockey players and all the other players, because they got all this money and they don't have Jesus, so they're into drugs, alcohol, sex, perversion, everything you can think of, they're doing it. And it's killing them. It's destroying them. How do you give a wino $30 million? What's he going to do? He's going to get him a nice hotel room somewhere in Albany, man. He's going to have him 4 or 5 bottles of nice wine. He can get rid of that mad dog. He's going to get him something nice, man. Why? Because he's a wino. How many of you take a man that's committing adultery on his wife or the opposite? It could be the wife on the husband, whatever. You give him a lot of money. You know what he's going to do? He's going to get nicer prostitutes. See, you can't change somebody just by education. See, that's the problem. We're trying to change people by education. Well, think about it. In LA County, starting in 2012, kindergartners will be taught homosexuality.
Oh.
Kindergartners. Now, how many of you remember back when you were a kindergartner? What would you be, 5?